Greetings, everyone. This is Rock and Roll Spot coming at you with the weekly comic run. We've got a decently sized haul, so let's kick things off with NYX number 3. So, where we left off in NYX, we've been seeing more of the plight of mutants in New York City. Largely speaking, non-X affiliated mutants, or formerly X affiliated mutants. And learning things like Mojo is so sort of a player in the scene. But anyways, the issue opens. There's there's been a murder. A Anole is informed of this. Apparently, he got fired from the bar he works at. And Kamala feels she was responsible for it. But apparently, the previous night in Greenpoint, the kid was 20. Newton was 26. Who was 26? Was found outside a gas station. Word is he flashed the midnight M at the wrong person. And Kamala feels that someone should mourn him, and it should be the various mutants. Sophie agreed to come, as well as Prodigy. And she says that everyone should be together for it, like they were in the Hellfire Gala. But the mutant's name is Shay. And so, a handful of mourners. Laura shows up even. And of course, Truth Seekers are protesting because, well, they feel the need to protest the existence of mutants in general. Also, a group led by Caliban, formerly primarily of the Morlocks, who has kind of reformed the Morlocks in the old Morlock tunnels, comes to mourn. And he has a similar to how Resurrection was done, with how everyone would say, when someone would be resurrected, we saw in House of X, Storm saying, what is he? What is she? Mutant. But after the service, Anole goes to follow Caliban and is welcome to the Child of Krakoa, who basically what appears to be the Morlocks, and it seems like Marrow and is there, as well as Slobonar. Apparently, Kamala has a cousin that's kind of that appears to be more than a little bigoted against mutants, and Sophie gives him what for. Kamala states that he used to be her favorite cousin. But she apparently learns that the Truth Seekers are armed and going into the tunnels. Basically to cause a mutant massacre. But, and there's something, meanwhile, there's something of an induction ceremony for Enola into the Morlocks. But Sophie informs him what's about to happen, and some of the Truth Seekers are armed up, and we're very clearly inspired by the Purge, the Purge movies. But Kamala, Sophie, and Laura help out with dealing with the Truth Seekers. Kamala is fascinated by the tunnels, but Laura tells her after they mopped up that we were not invited to the after party. But Enola states that basically says that all mutants deserve to be seen, and Caliban agrees. And as a group, they walk Enola home. But and then Prodigy, Kamala, Laura, and Sophie all seem to return home. Well, Sophie ends up rejoining her sisters. It seems that she's been something of a double agent, working on quietly recruiting Kamala to the New Hellions. And that is where the issue ends. Good issue. I like the, I especially like the basic resurgence of basically the Morlocks. And they actually made their tunnels more home. And more than just sewer tunnels. But moving on to our next book, we've got Uncanny X-Men number 3. Where we left off, the Outliers had seemingly joined with the X-Men because, Rogue's X-Men, because they're in trouble. Someone's chasing them. The issue begins with Xavier being tortured by Sarah at the Hag at Greymalkin Prison. And she says that she will find the mutants wherever they are and turn them from her, or turn them from Xavier. But back in Louisiana, Rogue wakes up early. Turns out that Logan's also woke up early, started drinking. But he has his thoughts on he has his observations, I should say, on the outliers. Ransom is sleeping like he's used to sleeping rough. Jitter, gal with the stopwatch, seems okay. Messy little thing, though. Horse Girl, she's sleeping in the barn with that nag of hers. Logan in the heart to move her. And Death Dream. Logan doesn't want to say where he is at the moment. But Rogue notices that Logan's leaving. And she tells him, do what he's got to do, but then he comes home. But ground rules are set with the house. Everyone has chores. Everyone cooks. Everyone cleans. But it seems that the warden at Greymalkin Prison knows about the Hag's plan to kill the children. But back in Louisiana, training. Snagged the belt from the elf. And but we also get a little bit of backstory on everyone. Jitter, Sophia, she was having trouble in school. It's explained that she's Malaysian. We see her class taking a test. And she finishes dirt she finishes it while the teacher is giving the talk about the test. But she's learned she can do anything for 1 minute. And she took on 4 girls that were bullying her. Made them bleed. The leader of the girls can't walk anymore, and Jitter feels bad about that. Next was Ransom. When he was born, doctors couldn't detect a heartbeat, and in fact, the X-ray showed he didn't even have a heart. As his parents were wealthy and vain, and professionally shamed him, so he was kidnapped. He was shot by the kidnappers 14 times. Bullets went through him. Made him strong. He ran away from home at 13 years old. He feels he felt it was better to belong to nothing than belong where he wasn't wanted. Calico explains that Better Constance Simone Pierre, or Simone Panette of the Loudoun County Simone Panettes. She doesn't really know how to talk to people. She was homeschooled. Protect her from the world. No movies, no TV, no music. So they'd only hurt her in the end. She had her books, a lovely library, and her best friend Ember. All the horses, really. And apparently, one night she smelled smoke. Didn't shout. She'd been taught not to shout. When it was on her bare feet. She doesn't know why she didn't shout. But her mother could be strict. Left her locked in a cupboard once for 4 days. And apparently the house was burning, and Calico took the horse away from the house. But Nightcrawler gets spooked by I'm gonna keep on referencing this. But yeah, Death Dream. He seems to have Dark Horse abilities. Apparently, he was stillborn at birth, umbilical cord wrapped around his neck. But he was revived. Died 3 more times in the first night. Eventually, he can revive himself. When he was dead, he dreamed of being alive. When he was alive, he only thought of death. And he was never ever alone. Now he does whatever he wants, and his favorite drink is Arctic and lemon. But Rogue has to pull Deathstream off of Nightcrawler. And Calico got the belt. Meanwhile, Logan's hitched a ride into the Kisachi National Forest, where he runs into where he's attacked by Sarah, the hag. And Rogue's able to sense this, and she senses that apparently Wolverine's dying. And that is where the issue ends. Oh boy, that's I like getting basic origin information on the Outliers. They definitely make for some interesting stories, I think. Moving on to our last one for a moment, we've got X-Force number 3. Where we left off in X-Force, the team was basically crisis response team, going by models that Forge and Sage have come up with. But something's off with their data model, and the team is preparing mentally for the next mission. And Surge sees the devastation of Nucleo near the location of the next mission. And Surge decides she's going to say to the people that are there. But we get some information on Nuclo, having fought the Avengers and the Thunderbolts. And they're the first attempt at stopping him doesn't really do much. So Rachel and Betsy try to work on, but and so Betsy tries to get into his head with Betsy backing her up, and they find his childlike state is artificial. His childlike mental state is artificial. Someone did it to him and regressed his mind. There's a symbol. But the team's got to take care of Nuclo. Surge is ordered to basically take care of Nuclo. And hey, it's kind of they can't, if they don't take care of Nuclo, things are going to the devastation that's occurred so far will be worse. But the issue ends with the rest of the team all unconscious, and the Tank, the artificial member of the team, has, after getting his lights knocked out, has basically discovered Nuclo in what appears to be a massive energy construct of a temple. Just repeating his name louder and louder each time. And that is where the issue ends. Interesting. Very interesting. Anyways, that's going to do it for now. As always, feel free to like, share, and subscribe. Links to my Facebook, Twitter, Blue Sky, Instagram, Mastodon, Patreon, PayPal can be found in the description box down below. Huge shout out to Patreon patron Redman is Gay. Thank you so much for your support. It is greatly appreciated. This is Rock and Roll Spock signing off saying, live long and rock hard.